Yo, I got our ticket out of here. Rumor is this guy is sitting on at least 300K. Boom! That's our guy.
Wait, is he blind?
We messed up to rob a blind guy, isn't it?
Just because he's blind don't mean he's insane, bro.
Guys, money's probably in there.
Who's there?
Stay right there.
How many of you are there?
Just me, man, all right? Just let me go, please. Okay, I swear to God.
Fede, I am like, I feel like I'm sitting next to the master. I'm talking to the master.
So much.
You know, amazing. Like, I have to say, I didn't want to see the film, but now that I see it, I feel like there's some life lessons in it. So I want to know, why Detroit? Why the city of Detroit?
Detroit, I love that city. I mean, all of my characters, even in Evil Dead, my characters were from Michigan. They were from Flint, actually, in Evil Dead. And this time they're from Detroit. I think it's because I'm from Latin America. You know, I live in Los Angeles now, but I live all my life in Uruguay. And Uruguay, you know, it's like one of the cities that we were great in the 50s, and then from that point now, it's just all downhill. And we're doing good, but it's third world, right? So it's a different world that some parts of the States. So I think among all the cities that I've known, Detroit is the one that makes me feel like home, because it's really my generation, just like my generation in Detroit, grew up with your parents telling you like, oh, the best times are behind you, and now everything went to hell, and which is very unfair to say that, right. To the young generation. So those were characters that I knew. You know, those kids were people that I knew, that I grew up with somehow. No robbers, really, literally, but at least if it wasn't because they're robbing houses, I think the rest is pretty realistic of what's my experience. My experience is not going to the lake in spring break and all that you see in most movies. It wasn't that. So these characters are closer to the people that I knew in my life, right?
Yeah, and so for me, I got a lot of life lessons seriously out of this. One is, don't ever underestimate people.
Yeah.
And two is, never ever assume that if you do good, good things will happen to you.
Yeah.
And I think last but not least is to really fight for what you want, because Rocky's character she was a fighter. So in doing this film, what life lessons do you want people to walk away with?
I think it's like you said, there's many, and some of them maybe I don't want them to walk away with that. Like particularly the one that the blind man has that vision, right? That kind of true, and it's truly happened to a lot of people, that it's not because you do great in your life and you're a very good person, life will reward you. It unfortunately doesn't work that way. And on his point of view, it's like he's fed up with waiting, and he's just not gonna wait with life just rewarding him. He's just gonna go and take what he wants, right? And you know, is a thing, like any theme in a movie should have two sides, and you choose which one is the one that you believe in, and which side you agree. So that's why I don't think there's a lesson, particularly themes are usually ambiguous, and it's really up to the audience to decide. I mean, obviously, don't break into people's houses is a big lesson that I guess people will learn, but the rest are just open for you to decide, right?
Now, I want to know, I felt like there should be a Don't Breathe 2.
Good, I
At
actually
one
did feel
point,
that
I
way.
was like, there's got to be a Don't Breathe 2, so what's next for you?
I don't know yet. I mean, honestly, there's things for me like movies and stories. I have to just fall in love with the story. It's just like you never know until you know the story, right? It's just like if you're looking for love, you never know what you're looking for until you meet that person. And the same thing is for me with stories. I really take my time. My favorite directors make movies every 5 years, so I don't mind waiting and until the right story is, because my biggest fear would be to disappoint my audience and show them a movie that is just down the middle. So I really try to do things that are unique and that are powerful and that are just different from just the batch of movies that Hollywood is producing. And so that takes time, and we'll see what comes our way.
Thank you for taking time, and I'm going to tell everybody to go and see it.
Thank you. Please do. That's how we
Yes.
get our Don't Breathe too.
Yeah,
By
thank you.
going
I
people
think
to
we
watch
need
the
it.
first one.
Yeah, congratulations.
So-